Hello guys, what's up? Today is the 5th of December 2023, Christmas period. Yeah. And I'm going to be continuing the series on Malaysian SNR. I've been away for a while now. I've gone to learn some new things, and I'm here to teach you guys on Malaysian SNR. So on our previous video on this series Malaysian SNR, we learned we've learned about the zones, the apex, the SNR, the apex SNR, that is also the classical SNR, the left hand shoulder. We also learned about the left hand shoulder, the open close. We learned about the open close too. We also learned about storyline, daily reject daily, 4 hours breakout storyline. Learned about weekly storyline, weekly reject weekly, the breakout again to a storyline. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys on the operation of time frame. The operation of time frame is like, will I say about 60? No, I won't say 60%. I'll say about 50%. Yes, it carries gravity. Once you learn the operation of time frame, Malaysian SNR becomes easy for you. In fact, once you learn the operation of time frame, no matter the strategy you use in trading synthetic or forex, you are good to go, because operation of time frame is one of the most difficult things you can ever learn in forex. It took me a while to learn operation on time frame, but I know with this teaching, with this particular video that I'm going to break down for you guys today, I expect you guys to learn operation of time frame in a matter of days before this week runs out. So how will I place operation of time frame now? So I'm coming. All right, wait. So operation of time frame, right? So operation of time frame is the movement of time frame is the movement of the chart in different time frame. Now, what do I mean is the movement of chart in different time frame? For instance, you have a weekly time frame and your weekly is going in a an uptrend. The weekly is going in an uptrend, making its higher highs and its lower lows. Now you see this weekly is in an uptrend. Let me draw the trend line. The weekly being in an uptrend, so in an uptrend there are always the the movement, the normal movement, then the retracement, the normal movement, the retracement, the normal movement, the retracement, the normal movement, the retracement. So you see this retracement that we are seeing here. This retracement is like a downtrend on the daily or the 4 hours time frame. Hope you guys are getting what I'm saying. So you see in a weekly chart now, you can be on an uptrend, but on a daily chart you are on a downtrend. Why? That is because of the operation of time frame, because the weekly is on an uptrend, but that downtrend you are seeing on the daily time frame is like a retracement on the weekly time frame. Then you see, the weekly time frame is on an uptrend. The retracement is a downtrend on a daily or on a 4 hours time frame. So you see, at times the weekly might be in a bullish storyline and the daily is on a bearish storyline. Why is the daily on a bearish storyline when the weekly is on a bullish storyline? That is because the daily is about to sell to a point in the weekly where it's going to start buying from. Yeah, I told you guys that operation of time frame is a little bit difficult, but I trust you guys will be able to catch up and get it on time. Now let's get right into the chart. I have done the theoretical explanation. We are getting into the chart. Guys, don't forget to click the like and the subscribe button. That's the only thing you can do for me in this channel. Since you guys are not paid, this is just a free teaching that I'm teaching you guys. The least you guys can do is to just subscribe. It's not a an entitlement, but it's just a privilege to have you guys as my subscribers. So yeah. Oh, and I also forgot, before I start explaining this, I would like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and my personal Savior, for giving me this opportunity to bring to you guys this new video on operation on time frame. So let's get into this this whole shenanigans of operation of time frame. For instance, let's go to our weekly time frame first. Bro, I can't get into the weekly time frame here. So I can't get into the weekly time frame with this derive trading view. So it's still the same principle, but let's go to our normal charts. This is gold. So you can use this strategy on gold, you can use it on any other thing. So move all joints. Okay, so since I'm on what are they calling it, on gold, on the normal forex currency pair, let's go to the weekly time frame. So now I'm going to teach you guys an operation of time frame using this current market price that is currently happening right now. So the market has been making various high highs recently. The market has been, I think the market created an all-time high. Yes, it's created an all-time high this week. It created an all-time high to, it was it today? No, I think yesterday it created an all-time high. That's why you see that the market is going down. It has created an all-time high and it's going down back. So forget everything I just said. So now let's start from the weekly time frame. So using the current market price, we can say the weekly is on a bullish storyline. Remember guys, I taught you guys weekly reject weekly, you know, weekly reject weekly, weekly reject weekly, then you go to your daily time frame to look for your daily breakouts. Then weekly reject weekly, we have this daily bullish breakout right here. This was the high that created this low, so the daily bullish breakouts right here confirmed a weekly storyline. The weekly is on a bullish storyline currently. Yeah, hope you guys got that part. The weekly is on a bullish storyline. So operation of time frames now is, at times the weekly can be on a bullish storyline and the daily will be on a bearish storyline. So what do we mean by that? For instance, if you look at this place, the weekly was on bullish. The next week the weekly was still bullish. Yeah, it was still bullish. So at the beginning of this week, let's say this week hasn't formed, let's say the market is at this point right here and the weekly hasn't formed and the weekly is trying to form, you understand guys? So where are we going to mark our zone for? Like we're going to be marking our zones for what do we call it, for the storyline, for the complete, like the continuation of the storyline. So since we didn't see any zone here, this zone is tested, we can't use it. This zone too is tested, we can't use it. This zone too is tested, we can't. Okay, we can use this zone because this zone is a fresh zone. So what do I mean by this? For instance, now this particular candle here hasn't formed. Let's say the week is just opening. This candle hasn't formed. So what are we expecting? Since the market is on a bullish storyline, on a weekly bullish storyline, we're going to be expecting the market to sell from this point to this point, then buy from this particular point up. So the week just begins right here. We are on a weekly bullish storyline. We expect the market to sell to this point. Then once the market sells to this point, we expect the market to start buying. So the market is going to sell to that point. As the market is selling on that point, to that point, the market will be on a daily bearish storyline. Follow me guys, follow me back to back guys. So for instance, you can see this particular week here, at the beginning of this week, you see that the market sold to somewhere around here. Yeah, yes, the market sold to somewhere around here. Look at it, market sold to somewhere around here. If you check, I think this should be a left shoulder of some sort. Yeah, so this is a fresh zone. Why did I say this is a fresh zone? I think it's because it's kind of a left shoulder. You know, I taught you guys about left shoulder. You know, support breaks, breaks back again, then breaks back again, becomes fresh. So this is a fresh zone. So on that particular week, we're expecting price. Okay, we're back on track. So on that particular week, we're expecting price to, sell to this point, then start buying from this point up back. So before market can sell to this point on the weekly, on the daily, the market will change into a daily bearish storyline first. As you can see right here, the market rejected from this point here, and on the 4 hours, let's shift this back. On the 4 hours, you can see on the 4 hours, you can see the market gave us a breakout here, changing the daily to a bullish, to a bearish storyline, even though the weekly is on a bullish storyline. So as this became bearish, we would have been expecting the market to sell to this weekly zone. Then once it sells to this weekly zone, inside that weekly zone, we'll be looking for an MTF of a daily zone This is a daily MTF zone. Then once the market gets to a daily zone inside our weekly zone, we will be checking our 4 hours for a daily confirmation. What is the daily confirmation? A daily 4 hours, a 4 hours breakout to confirm that the daily is on a bullish storyline. So the weekly was bullish and the daily became bullish too right here. So from here we can look for entries and set up buy setups. So that is just what the operation of time frame is talking about. That is just the operation of time frames. Let me I will try and explain another part for operation of time frame. Let me try and go deep in depth, like explain like another section of the chart, so you guys can get like a deeper understanding of this so-called operation of time frame. So for instance, if you look at it, okay, let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly, the weekly. Okay. So we are going to take this bearish storyline right here. Hope you guys are getting, you guys are following me. So this market did a weekly reject weekly right here. Look at this candle, did a weekly reject weekly reject weekly. Then we go to our daily to look for our daily bearish breakout. The weekly reject weekly, this was where the daily broke out. So the daily did a breakout right here. Did a breakout. So wait, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So weekly reject weekly, the daily gave us a daily breakout. A week wait, is that the right? Yeah. It did a rejection and it gave us a breakout from this place. So as it gave us a breakout, the weekly became a bearish storyline, right guys? So when the weekly is on a bearish storyline, we get our zones from the daily. We get our zones from the daily. We get the daily zones. So when the weekly became when the weekly became a bearish storyline, right? We look for our zones on the daily. I'm going to go into that on another video. So we start looking for our daily zone. So we have this zone right here. If you look at it here, the daily reacted from here, that is sold down, and the rest stuff. So if you look at this week right here, this week closed. At this point right here where this line is, the week was on a bullish storyline, here. Then on this next week, the weekly changed into a bearish storyline. So after changing into a bearish storyline, we would have been expecting a sell from any of the closest zone we can find, the closest fresh weekly zones we can find. We had this zone right here. Don't focus on if the market failed, if the zone failed or not. Just try to understand the concepts of this operation of time frame, because it's going to help you a lot, no matter what you are trading, no matter the strategy you are trading. So this is a zone we would have been expecting the market to react from. I've been expecting the market to react from this zone too, because these are the closest zone. We mark up the closest zone first. We're expecting the market to react from this zone. So, but we wouldn't have closed our eyes to this rejection, the rejection of this past week. It didn't even do a daily reject daily on the past week, so we wouldn't have closed our eye to this rejection. But just forget about that for now. So these are the zones that we would have been anticipating price to get to. So what will happen? We are anticipating price to get to this zone. So we can't just wait for price to get to that zone on the weekly, because the weekly is a huge time frame. So we will be looking for a bullish storyline. Even though the market is a bearish storyline on the weekly, we would have been looking for a bullish storyline on the daily for the market to buy up to that zone and start selling from. Even though this setup failed, the operation of time frame states that a retracement on the weekly storyline can be a huge downtrend on the daily storyline. So you can see from this region, the daily changed into a bullish storyline. The daily changed into a bullish storyline from this region, did a daily reject daily, a 4 hours breakout. So once the daily changed right here, we would have been buying from our daily and our 4 hour zones. We would have been buying. Then we would have when we would have been buying from our daily and our 4-hour zone, then once the price gets to this weekly zone that we marked up, this zone right here, we marked it up in the weekly, since the weekly was on the bearish trend line, we would have been like anticipating for sale, but we would have entered the sale from there directly. We would have waited for the market to change into a daily bearish storyline first, but I don't think it changed to a daily bearish storyline here. Unfortunately, it did not change into a daily bearish storyline. It just kept on buying and buying and buying and buying. Then the market changed into a weekly storyline back and rest. So that is just all about operation of time frame. So guys, if you don't understand anything, if there are any of your checkbox, you know, unmarked, you can comment down in the section below, and I will do due diligence to explain it again. So on our next video, we'll be talking on this series, we'll be talking about MTFs, and where then after MTFs we'll be talking about where to take your entries from, and yeah, we'll be talking about entries after the MTF. So yeah, okay, let me just, you know, analyze the market, what is currently happening in the market. So yeah, as we can see, currently the market is on a bullish storyline, on a weekly bullish storyline. You know, analyze from the weekly, market is on a weekly bullish storyline. Market has been buying and buying. So what zones are we expecting the market to come to continue its buying? So we'll be expecting the market to come to this zone, either this zone or this zone or this zone, but we'll mark up the most recent zone. Now we'll go to our daily story, daily, and check for a daily storyline. The daily two is telling us it's on a daily bullish storyline, so everything is bullish. So we'll be expecting the market to come to this daily zone and probably buy from here. Yeah, so these are the two zones we are specifically, you know, looking onto for our entries. The market is on a weekly bullish, on the daily bullish, and also on the monthly bullish, but I started from the weekly because, you know, the weekly is lesser, and you know, the weekly is more confident. The monthly is just, I won't say the monthly is obsolete, but the monthly happens like once in a while for a big move to happen in the monthly. So yeah, but watch out guys, there are roadblocks on the daily time frame. We have this left shoulder roadblock. There's a roadblock here on the left shoulder. Watch out for this roadblock guys. So watch out for this roadblock, because the market can, you know, come up to these zones and form a daily bearish storyline. You understand guys? So yeah, if the market gets to this daily zone, we'll be looking for entries in this daily zone. If the market gets to this daily zone, then maybe once we look for entries, we'll you know, take profits around this left shoulder or take profits around this apex zone. But if the market today gets to this apex zone, though it's a high risk trade, we'll be looking for our sell setup. If we get to this left shoulder, we'll be looking for like confirmations at the lower time frame for sell. Yeah guys, so this is the end of this video. Do drop the like and the subscribe button, as I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out and stay safe.